KSC, good morning. Good morning. Can you join me in saying, welcome home, Atlantis. Welcome home, Atlantis. What a wonderful, amazing day it is. My name is Cheryl Hurst, and have the honor of being the Director of Education and External Relations for KSC, and it is my privilege to be part of this program today and to be here with all of you. First up this morning, we have a very special member of our family, Miss Susan Lambert, who has graced us with her voice to thousands of people who have seen shuttle launches over the years, and she's with us today to lead us in the national anthem. Susan.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, cloud bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Susan, as always amazing. Next up, to lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance, we have the youngest members of our KSC family and our next generation of explorers. Ladies and gentlemen, the children of KSC. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our Center Director, Bob Cabana.
Thanks, Cheryl. Hey, how about it? Atlantis is home to stay. You know, I had all kinds of fancy talking points for this, but words can't express what I want to say to this team. And I don't know how to say thank you enough. Nobody expected us to be able to perform the way we did on these last few missions. And I can't tell you how proud I am to be able to serve you and how proud I am of all of you. We process these vehicles through launch and recovery better than we ever have before. And that's knowing that many are going to be out of work. And yet you performed flawlessly right up to the very end. And I just can't say enough good things about the dedication that this team has. So from the bottom of my heart, and from the administrator, from all of us, from our nation, from NASA, from KSC, thank you. Now, we got a lot to celebrate today. An outstanding mission, a successful program for 30 years. And, you know, we couldn't have done what we did without the space shuttle. The Hubble Space Telescope, Magellan, Galileo, Ulysses, the International Space Station. You know, none of it would have been accomplished without the space shuttle. But, you know, in the end, the space shuttle is just hardware. What really makes NASA, what makes KSC, is each and every one of you, this team. And we're going to celebrate today, and we're going to have a lot of hugs, because we're going to say goodbye to some folks, all right? But come next week, the shuttle program's come to an end. It's coming to a close, all right? And we knew it was coming, but we are going to take all that energy in this dedicated team, and we are going to focus it on the future. And now, without focusing on the shuttle, without having to ensure that we brought it home safely through the end of the program, which we accomplished, goal 1 put aside, now we can focus all that energy on enabling commercial space and preparing those launch pads for a big rocket, because we are going to leave low Earth orbit. We are going to go exploring. We're going to utilize that mobile launch tower over there, mobile launcher. The big rockets are going to roll out of this building out to Pad B that's being prepared right now, and we're going to make that happen because of all of you. And commercial space is going to happen because of all of you. So from the bottom of my heart, you know, hang in there. You know, thank you for all you've done, and let's make our future. We can do it. Now, there's going to be 2 people that are going to be a little upset with me for this, but before the administrator speaks, I'm going to ask Charlie to come on up here. And, you know, this is a contractor civil service team, and there are 2 people I know that have gone above and beyond to ensure the success of this team through these last few flights. And I would like Rita Wilcoxon and Patty Stratton to come up here to the stage. Now, Rita and Patty are the absolutely last persons that would want this recognition, and that's why it's so important that they get it, because I don't know of any 2 people that care more about this team standing here right now that works for them. They take care of you like you wouldn't believe, and I want to make sure that they get recognized. And so the administrator is going to award NASA's highest honors, the Distinguished Service Medal and the Distinguished Public Service Medal, to Rita and Patty. So these awards go to Rita Wilcoxon and Patty Stratton, and the citation on both is exactly the same: for continuous outstanding leadership contributions provided to the nation's space shuttle program, signed and sealed at Washington, D.C. this 21st day of July, 2011, Charles F. Bolden, Administrator. All right, well done. And now, oh, we got to get a photo.
Okay, you see all of the two?
No, no. It's all about you guys. It's not about us. You're the best team ever. Thank you so much for everything you've done these last couple years. We couldn't be more proud of everybody. We did it together. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we'll just say it real quick. After 30 years, it was a hell of a ride.
All right, thank you. Thank you for all you do. And here's our administrator, Charlie Bolden.
And because I'm not as eloquent in moments like this as Bob Cabana, who can just spout stuff off the top of his head, bear with me because I do have some things that I jotted down that I really do want to share with you. But first of all, Lori, come up here for a second. I want, my deputy, Lori Garver, and I have been down here, and we have had just an absolutely incredible, man, it's been more than 12 hours now with all of you today. You cannot believe how proud we are of all of you. Oh, I'm sorry. You cannot believe how proud we are of all of you. But I just wanted to have her come up, and join me right now so that we can thank you together and let you know that we're ready to move. So we're ready to move on. Thanks. You so much.
We love you. Thank you for everything.
Okay, now, and I know there's kind of a some of you don't work here, I hope. You know, some of you are family, I think, because I know we have some of the kids. So the words I'm going to say today are for all of you, because although they're directed at our employees, as some of you have heard me say before, this really is a team effort. And those of us who are privileged to come out and do the work around here every day, we're able to do it because of the families back home that support us, the spouses, the kids, everything else. So my thanks go to you also, although you may not be called out specifically in my remarks. But I want everybody to understand, today's landing of Atlantis, you know, it marks the end of an era. And it's something, as Bob said, that we knew was coming. We've known it for quite some time. Mike Leinbach in his press conference mentioned the fact that, you know, it's difficult going through changes because if initially you deny it, you know, then you get angry, and then you do something else, and then you finally realize that it's here. And so I think for all of us, today is the day that we realize that it's here. But it took an entire NASA family to get us to this point today. When Lori and I were sworn in on the 17th of July 2 years ago, we said that our number one objective was to safely fly out the shuttle. And thanks to all of you here today, we accomplished that. When Fergie called out wheel stop, that mission was done. And as Patty and Rita said, we could not have done that without all of you. We did it incredibly well. If you look at the orbiter, I mean, it is spotless. And as John Shannon, who has run the shuttle program for a number of years, said to me this afternoon, you know, this is what we were aiming for. We've been working on constant improvement. We wanted to bring the vehicle back home today without a flaw, and that's the way it is. So you all should be very, very privileged. I counted on you as an astronaut, and I now count on all of you as the NASA administrator, and you all have never let me down. Never let me down. Thousands of us, thousands of men and women across the country, and some around the world, actually, have made this amazing flying machine space-worthy time and time again. Planned and managed its big and inspiring missions, and ensured that they were carried out as safely as possible and with the utmost precision and professionalism. Our debt to all of you cannot be repaid, but history will remember this incredible feat and this incredible era. It's my great honor to be here today with Lori to welcome Commander Chris Ferguson and his 135 crew, the final space shuttle crew. And we were on the runway and greeted them as they came out of the orbiter, and let me tell you, they were looking great. And they were as happy as they could be, and they had an opportunity to thank some of you for giving them the privilege of doing what they did. I salute them and all of the men and women who have flown shuttle missions since the very first launch on April 12, 1981. As we move forward, we stand on the shoulders of these astronauts and the tens of thousands of people who supported us on the ground, as well as those who cheered our triumphs and mourned our tragedies. This final shuttle flight makes the end of an era, but also the start of a remarkable new chapter in our nation's story of exploration. Children, some of them here earlier, who dream of being astronauts today won't get to fly on the space shuttle, but one day they may walk on Mars. The future belongs to them and to us. Just like those who came before us, we have an obligation to set an ambitious course and take an inspired nation along for the journey. I was proud to be a part of the shuttle program and will carry those cherished memories and experiences with me for the rest of my life. But I'm also ready to get on with the next big challenge. I want to send American astronauts where we've never been before by focusing our resources, as Bob said, on exploration and innovation, while leveraging the private sector support to take Americans to the International Space Station in low Earth orbit. We're going to do it together. But today, let's celebrate all that we've accomplished together. Here at Kennedy and across the nation, we've made 30 years of incredible, incredible history. You know, I want you to know as you celebrate this afternoon that you have my and NASA's enduring gratitude and respect. God bless every one of you. God bless the United States of America, and thank you so very much. Celebrate and be happy.